If there was ever an opportunity to tell a really good story about a female lead in a video game, Forspoken has the perfect opportunity to do so. It has all the ingredients to give us an epic adventure, an open world setting, a great publisher backing it, and a storyline that looks good on paper. What could go wrong? My name is Super Dave, and this is Gaming in My Mama's House. Forspoken is an open-world RPG that follows Frey Hollard as she is warped from her hometown of New York City to the fantastical realm of Athia, where she is tasked with fighting off an evil force that's encroaching on the last human city. Upon being bound to Kaf and transported to Athia, Frey inexplicably gains access to an array of abilities that put her in a unique position to fight against the evils of the land. Upon meeting Kaf, a magical talking vambrace, which is basically like an forearm guard, and is Frey's constant companion, that's when things start going wrong for me. From that moment, you get a sense that Frey and Kaf don't really get along. Their friendship reminds me that of Rick from Rick and Morty with Jerry, his son-in-law. Unlike in the adult cartoon series where we get a glimpse of this relationship that we can easily laugh off and just shrug off. In Forspoken, it's in your face 24/7 and not in a good way. It's very cringe, it leaves a bad taste in your mouth and not in a nice way. And it's also not a good way to spend 18 hours, plus minus 18 hours of your time. For a game that does not have a lot of male characters, the one that plays the companion I feel like could have been a little bit softer. It could have been a gentle voice that helps Frey, and a gentle voice that helps and guides this young lady and comforts her as she's transported into the unknown. If Frey and Kaf aren't trying to outdo each other with the insults, you can barely hear them as the game's music and sound effects aren't really in sync. You could be walking in Athia and dramatic music starts playing all of a sudden, giving you the idea that you're in the middle of a boss fight. And instances like that left me confused from time to time. The battles have so much potential to be fun. The humans have been reduced to zombie-like husk, while the local wildlife like bears and crocodiles have also been transformed into a twisted version of their familiar forms. Frey must use her magic to defeat the monsters that roam Athia. Being constantly on the move in battle while facing off with these monsters is a great way of surviving, and Frey's magic enhanced parkour allows her to sprint across fields, scale cliffs with ease, and the ability also works really well in battle. There's glimpses of beauty when the battles do take place. As a player, you wish you could see more of this beauty in the game's open world setting, Athia, because the magic is colorful, it's bright, and the parkour also, the gold that shines from the parkour is also good. Athia is very dull from an open world setting. Its huge sections are grey and brown. They look like dried up grass in the middle of a South African winter. The pacing of the game is also not so good. There's cutscenes every 30 seconds in the beginning of the game, and the screen blacks out for a few seconds, and then a new scene or a section starts all over again. As you can tell, this is not giving open world vibes on next gen consoles, and the load screens are so PS3. Just like any open world game, you can craft your gear, perform upgrades, unlock new skills, and explore all the corners of the map. For an open world game to work, it needs to keep players invested in it, whether it's through combat, great storytelling, an epic setting, or a combination of all of the above. Sadly, Forspoken struggles to do so. The side quests or detours are very repetitive. Most open world games suffer from this, but here it seems a little obvious, and because the other aspects of the game aren't so good, most people will finish the main campaign and that's it. Let me know in the comment section below what you think of Forspoken. Are you enjoying it? Have you enjoyed playing it? And what do you think of the game? My name is Super Dave. Until the next one.